How to write a cover letter for a job application. What is a cover letter? A cover letter is a document sent with your resume to provide additional information on your qualification and experiences. Since its purpose is to provide additional information, things you're going to write in a cover letter should not be the same as in your resume. In other words, a cover letter is where you will explaining why you are qualified for the job you're applying for. Before learning how to write a cover letter, we need to learn the do's and don'ts in writing a good cover letter. The do's. The first do in our list is do create a personalized cover letter for every company and position. Writing cover letters to be sent to a lot of companies can be a hassle, but it is still necessary to personalize your cover letter according to the company and the position you're applying for. The least you can do is changing the receiver's names and the position if you're targeting a different position for a different company. The second do is do use proper greetings. It is important to address someone properly with the right name and title to show courtesy and respect for them. Imagine if people disregard your title or don't bother to know your name. You'll be upset, won't you? So, take some effort to do a bit of research about the name of the recruiter, or if you can't find it, just use a proper title to address them. You also can read a bit about the companies you're applying for a job at, because that can help you in your interview later on. Do number 3. Do identify the position you're applying for. When writing a cover letter, you need to identify the position you're applying for. This can help the recruiter too. By mentioning the position you're applying for, you already helped the recruiter, saving the time to read the entire document to know what position you want. Just imagine how many documents from applicants they need to read to recruit the most qualified candidates. Our fourth do is do maintain a confident, enthusiastic tone. Do you know? Words are powerful in portraying emotions. Recruiters can see through your cover letter whether you want to get the job or even qualify for it. Try to be creative with your words and take time in thinking about the best structure for your cover letter. If possible, avoid using templates because, imagine if there are dozens of applicants using the same template. Yeah, boring. Next, do proofread. Proofreading is very essential in doing any kind of writing, including a cover letter. Grammatical errors and wrong spellings are not excused. It not just showing that you are not observant enough, but it also shows how unprofessional you are. Last but not least, do ask someone you trust to critique and proofread your cover letter. If you're still unsure of your cover letter, you can ask your friends, teachers, family, or anyone that you trust to criticize your writing and help you proofread. Their comments and suggestions can help you improve the quality of your cover letter. We already discussed the do's in writing a cover letter. Now, we are going to learn don'ts. First, don't write too much. The first and most important thing you shouldn't do is writing too much. Remember, recruiters do not only have your application to analyze. If your cover letter is too long, they might just skip some part and you might lose your chance to get the job. Therefore, keep your cover letter as simple yet packed as possible, and not exceed 1 page. The second don't is, don't exaggerate. Let's say you are an active person, you had done lots and lots of good deeds and you would like to brag them in your cover letter. Well, you can. But don't overdo it. Remember, we need to keep our cover letter simple yet packed. You only need to mention your experiences in the job you're applying for, and a few of your best skills. The rest, put them in your resume. If you feel like you lack skills to talk about, show that you're willing to learn them. Life is about learning after all. Last but not least, in our don't list is, don't be too complicated. Again, we want our cover letter to be simple yet packed. Therefore, the structure and language used should be simple too. Although grammar is crucial, it doesn't mean that our vocab needs to be bombastic. Relax, we are not writing poetry here. We're done with the do's and don'ts of writing a cover letter now. Yay! Now, we are going to show you an example of a good cover letter. Here is an example of a good cover letter. At the very top of your cover letter are your contact information and the receiver of your letter. Putting your contact information at the very top of your cover letter makes it easier to find in case the recruiter would like to choose you as their candidate. Just like any other letter, you must have the receiver's address. Otherwise, they won't know if the letter is really for them. Like we just learned, proper greetings. In the first paragraph, we should mention the position that we wish to apply for. Do number 2. And if you have working experiences for the position you're applying for, write it down. The second paragraph is where we are going to tell them the strength we have. Remember the don't number 2, don't exaggerate. Additional tip. It will be easier to spot the skills you want to the recruiters to see if you put them in bullet points. The third paragraph is where we tell the recruiter that we are looking forward to work with their company. Tell them what we can promise to give them. Remember, do maintain a confident and enthusiastic tone. The last paragraph is our closing paragraph. Number 3. Don't be too complicated. The closing paragraph should be simple yet meaningful. Tell the recruiter that you are excited and hoping to hear from them soon. Don't forget to thank them for their time to analyze your application as an act of courtesy. Being a recruiter is not an easy job, so appreciate their effort. The last thing, of course, do not forget your signature. It means that the letter belongs to you, aka, you're the one who wrote it. Boo, ha ha ha. Did I startle you? Anyway, yes. I am the narrator all along, ha ha ha. Hello. Nice to meet you. I am Mr. Mustache. I am tired of hiding behind those scenes and now I will talk to you face to face instead. So, how to write a cover letter for a job application through email, you asked? It uses the same rules. The only difference, you write your cover letter in the text box where you compose your email. So, we already learned the do's and don'ts of writing a cover letter. I won't say that these tips will guarantee you a job, but I still hope you will manage to get your dream job. Learn from mistakes and don't give up. If you found this video as helpful, please like this video and consider subscribing because we also have other tips and tutorials to share with you. Goodbye for now and take care.